This one is going to be a little bit of a weirdo, unusual kind of video, because usually I try to add some commentary and my analytic worth to this or that topic on Dune, but I'm very grateful that the Dune videos are performing very well. I appreciate all the comments, even the critical ones. I'm learning a lot more and enjoying going back and forth with you guys, and it looks like I'm going to hit the inevitable 100 subscriber mark, which, in YouTube land is kind of small, but it's greatly appreciated and very grateful for that. I was planning on doing something for the 100 subscribers, but again, as you can see, I keep falling far behind because I try to keep up with the latest with Doom, that I'm always like 1 or 2 days short, but it is what it is. But I'm grateful that people still click on and give it a like and all those things. So to reward people for the 100, it's not a lot, but I'm going to give people a kind of amusing and very interesting anecdote from the Lynch movie 1984. It's not very substantive in terms of the plot, or it doesn't tell us too much about this Dune in 2021 or even Dune the book, but it's fairly funny and amusing, and this is by Patrick Stewart, who was also in the film, and he's going to relate a story about Sting, and it is very hilarious. So I'm going to step out of the way, let Patrick Stewart talk, and this will be basically my thank you to the old and new subscribers. May the spice flow and enjoy the show.
I had never heard of Sting. I mean, that's how isolated I was from the music world. But I was aware that there was, because I'd been there a couple of weeks before Sting arrived, and when he arrived, there was this kind of frisson everywhere. The whole of Mexico City was abuzz that Sting was coming. And so I heard he was a musician. That's all I knew. And so the second or third day, we're just hanging out on the set, and him and me, and I say, "So you're a musician?" And he said, "Yep." And I said, "What do you play?" And I swear, I crossed my heart. And he said, "Bass." And I said, I've often wondered, what is it like carrying that huge thing around you everywhere you go? And
All right.
I mean, God bless him. Sting said, no, bass guitar. That's what I play. And I said, great. That's fantastic. Beautiful instrument. And are you a solo artist? And he said, no, I'm in a band. And I said, what kind of band? He said, The Police. Folks, I said, you play in a police band?
So yeah, it's pretty amusing. Yeah, you might think Sting being so big and being all over the place in MTV and having tons of interviews, this would actually not be that difficult. But this is, again, pre-Google, pre-Wikipedia, so I'm sure Patrick Stewart, if he could, would have done the due diligence and bone up and say, who is this guy? So yeah, catching up with Sting right in front of your eyes and saying, "Hi, what do you do? What are you up to?" And Sting comes out looking pretty great and nice and saying, just humoring him and saying, "Oh, I do this, I do that." And he's like, "Oh, really? Do you do this and this?" "Yes, I do this and that." And, "Oh, do you do this?" And it's like, you don't know who I am, do you? So it's very, very nice. It's very humbling of Patrick Stewart, because now we think he's a great thespian, super intellectual man. But yeah, he, like the rest of us, is sometimes caught off guard and doesn't know a goddamn thing and makes a complete fool of himself. Good on him to be honest and saying, yeah, I really had no idea who Sting is, which is truly embarrassing because he's a British rock star and Patrick Stewart is British, but there you go. It was a different time back then. All right. Well, thank you to the old and new subscribers. I will put out more stuff, and you have a good day. Thanks for listening.